Hello friends and subscribers, this is Prepper Princess. This is going to be an interesting topic, and it's always one of my favorite topics, which is when you're starting to live a frugal life or you're trying to save money, does that mean that you're going to completely go without and not have a life and not be able to live? A lot of comments people make are, live a little, Prepper Princess. Well, I'm just here to shed a little bit of light on the subject and let you guys know that living a frugal life does not mean living without. It means doing things differently than the norm. Normal people are completely broke, and normal people are bankrupt. Normal people live paycheck to paycheck. Normal people could not come up with $1,000 if an emergency arose. Normal people do not pay off their credit card balances in full every month. Normal people do not cook at home. They go out and eat. Normal people buy new clothes as opposed to buying used clothes. The people who watch and subscribe to my channel are different. We're different people. We're people who are working against the norm. We don't have the need to fill an emotional void in our hearts. We're disciplined and we're strong of mind. And this is something that I don't think that a lot of people get enough credit for. Now, when you're living a frugal type of lifestyle, you just start doing things differently, not that you're doing without. So as an example, instead of going to a salon and getting your hair cut and colored and all that good stuff, what somebody like me does is you go and get the box of dye for $7, you dye your hair, and then you have your girlfriend cut your hair. Molly just cut my hair 3 or 4 days ago. Don't worry, I didn't cut it a whole lot, but I did take off 6 inches. But it's still super long, and this is what my hair looks like. It's this long, and it's still super long. But that's after taking off 6 inches. It was just getting way too long. Instead of buying new shoes, I will wash and I don't want to say polish my shoes, but I'll wash and use that white stuff that makes the soles look brand new. I'll repair things instead of replacing them. And for recreation, it's not about doing without. People, for instance, would go out to a movie and buy popcorn and drinks and candy. And what I would do is I would either rent something from a Redbox DVD at the store, and come home and make my own popcorn, or I would do something along the lines of rent a DVD at the library. I have the patience to where I don't have to see a movie right away. I'll get just as much enjoyment from a movie by being patient, being disciplined, being strong of mind, and waiting for that to come out so that I don't have to pay $10, $20 for a movie ticket plus, $1,000 for snacks, because snacks are out of hand at the movies. I'll do that stuff at home. I don't like going to restaurants. I used to be the type of person in my early 20s where I went shopping all the time. I had to have the most expensive things. And that's because I was self-conscious. I didn't have that self-confidence inside of me. And a lot of people don't in their early 20s. And I honestly think that that's where most people get into the most trouble, is in their early 20s. And then by the time they learn how to fix it, it's just too late. But again, this is just something where you do things differently. You don't do things without, you do them differently. For recreation, I have a foosball table in the garage. I've got beanbag toss that I take in the backyard if I want to go out. I love going hiking, biking, kayaking, going for walks. I love walking because I'm always finding something. This week I found a silver dime. I've never found a silver dime. I found a 1952 silver dime and 9 knives. I think I counted 9. Lots of knives, little pocket knives. So every day that I go for a walk, that's an adventure for me, because I'm always wondering what I'm going to find and what I'm going to find next. And it's always something that is of some sort of value. So the fire that you see going behind me, that's all from scavenged wood that I have, I guess you could say, foraged over the summer. And it lasts me all winter. And it's toasty warm in here. I know I'm wearing a hat and a scarf, but I guess it wouldn't be toasty warm. But right now, if I weren't wearing these, but right now my back feels like it's on fire, and I'm a good 3 or 4 feet away from the fire. And I've got my little buddy here, but life doesn't really get much better than this. Just sitting here cuddling with your buddy in front of a fire, watching Ash versus the Evil Dead on Netflix. It doesn't really get much better than this for me. And when my dreams, my hopes, my wishes, my dreams do eventually come true, this is the type of life that I want to live, just without having to go to a 9-to-5 job. I would love to do seasonal work and something that would be outdoorsy and fun for me, and something where I'm not constrained like everyone else. I've been talking to some friends of mine, and I just want to get a rental income property and then buy a cabin out in the middle of nowhere. I've been looking in Idaho and Utah, and there's some really great places out there, really cheap places that need fixing up, and I love fixing things up. So that's my dream come true. And I think that a lot of people have those dreams, but they don't put the effort forward to try and achieve their goals. And this is something that, again, strong of mind, strong of heart, it's something that I'm working on. I've been working on it. And I have the discipline, the motivation, and the patience to accomplish my goals. And I think that a lot of people out there, if you can just be strong of mind, strong of heart, have the discipline, and keep putting one foot in front of the other. Every time you get pushed down, get back up. And just keep trying, and eventually you will attain your goals. It just takes time. I just think that people don't have the patience. And I did that sound super motivational? I hope so. But in any event, people who think that people like me teaching frugality don't have a life, that's not the case. We go out with friends and family. I personally don't like restaurants, and I don't like the food that they give, and I don't like the service that they give, so I prefer to eat my food at home. If I do end up going out with somebody, I'll usually just have a glass of water and enjoy their company, and that's the best. That's, I think, why most people go out to eat in the first place, is to enjoy each other's company. You can just do that without the price tag that comes with it. When people go to Starbucks in the morning, they're going for I wonder if they're going for the good coffee or just the experience or the habit of going in and buying a cup of $5 coffee when you can make it at home for pennies on the dollar. I'm sure that this turned into yet another rant, and again, I apologize. I know I'm speaking truth, and I hope that I hit some heartstrings for some of you guys out there, in the fact that, I can give a little bit of motivation that your dreams can come true. You just have to apply yourself. You have to maintain that confidence and just stop caring what other people think. Don't try and keep up with the Joneses, and don't follow the path of other people who are in debt. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.